This is the SoCal Update. I'm Cara Santamaria. The LAPD is asking for additional funding in response to criticisms over the department's handling of last summer's protests. So, how would the money be spent? It's Thursday, April 29th. The LAPD says it needs nearly $67 million to address problems that contributed to its mishandling of last year's protests. Robert Garova has been following this. So, Robert, what's this estimate stemming from?
Well, the request is a response to three reports outlining the LAPD's botched response to last year's demonstrations. Chief Michael Moore, we should point out, calls the ask preliminary. The reports offered a total of 106 recommendations. The LAPD says it distilled those into 66 projects. The bulk of the money, more than $50 million, would go towards training, after all three reports stress that as a department deficiency. That includes some $15 million for training on less lethal munitions, such as hard foam projectiles. There's also some possibly more controversial line items in the estimate, things like hundreds of thousands of dollars for intelligence gathering and additional funding for equipment for plainclothes shadow teams. Those are the officers who provide information on what's going on in the crowd.
So, then what are the organizers and reform groups saying about this preliminary funding request?
Activist groups like the Los Angeles Community Action Network have criticized the LAPD's funding request, arguing in a tweet that it holds Angelenos' pockets hostage in exchange for the appearance of change, is what that tweet said. The LAPD is facing a range of lawsuits stemming from last year's protests, alleging excessive force and unlawful detentions. And we should add that just last week, the LAPD suspended its use of certain types of projectiles on protesters after a federal judge imposed a series of restrictions. The judge ruled in response to a request from Black Lives Matter LA and other groups that have filed a class action lawsuit against the department.